Hey there, everybody. My name is Elise with Art by Elise. And if you don't know me, you should definitely check out my website down below in the description box to see all the stuff that I'm working on. I am starting this new project called My Random Thoughts as a fun way to kind of just get my thoughts out there. Some of my thoughts are ones that I've had for quite a while. Some are probably going to be brand new. This should be a fun podcast, something that is positive, but also fun at the same time. I will warn you too, since this is my random thoughts, random being the key word, I don't think I'm going to edit this or even make it scripted. So it could get pretty interesting with this. So I guess to start off with, one of the thoughts that I've had for quite a while, and that is definitely on my mind as my birthday is coming up in a week or so, is what my age is versus what I look like my age is. This is a topic that especially has come up a lot, probably within the past year. Something that my mom gets a kick out of, something that I've started to get a kick out of myself. And that is the fact that I am a 30-something-year-old woman. I'm not going to tell you my age, so don't ask. I will say I'm between my early 30s and my mid-30s. And I look like I am 10 years younger. So when I was in my early 20s, I would get mistaken for being a teenager a lot of the time. I absolutely hated that, especially when I turned 21, because I did not want to be mistaken for a teenager. So despite hating that when I was in my 20s, I'm starting to kind of like it a little bit now that I'm in my 30s. My mom keeps telling me all the time I'm going to enjoy it when I'm in my 40s. But for the moment, I do kind of get a kick out of it, especially when my coworkers at my part-time job, who are mostly teenagers and young adults in their 20s, think I'm in my 20s, and then their minds just like explode when they find out that I'm in my 30s. So it's really funny because they ask me, how do I look so young? And I do joke around with them. I have said that I work in a part-time job with younger people, so I can suck up all that energy from them in order to stay youthful. I have just flat out said that I'm a vampire, not the sparkly kind. And that just actually prompted a discussion about how, for me, I grew up on Buffy the Vampire Slayer versus the 20-something-year-old who grew up on Twilight. And that just sparked a debate about which one was better and stuff like that. But that does show you the age difference there. I have also kind of joked around that I have a portrait hanging up in my closet that I can't look at, otherwise I will age dramatically. So I do get a little jokes out of it. Ultimately, I would say that what I do end up saying is that I try to be as healthy as possible, because that can actually help you not age as quickly. And it probably does help that I have probably genes that help to keep from aging so quickly as well. Because if you look at my parents, they're both in their 60s. They don't look like it. Same thing with my grandfather. He's in his 90s, and he doesn't look like it either. My brother, even with a beard and a mustache, doesn't look like he's barely into his 30s, and I'm sure if he shaved, he would have that whole baby face look and would probably look a whole lot younger. So it kind of runs in the family, I think, as well, that we just aren't going to age as quickly. But there are some things that I do to make sure that I stay youthful looking, I guess, or at least to stay healthy. I do try to eat as healthy as I can. It doesn't always happen, but I do try my best with it. I do try to watch what I eat, so I'm not overeating junk food and things like that. And I try to stay active. Work helps with that because I'm on my feet for pretty much the whole time. But if I can, I try to stay active in other ways by at least going for walks or try not to just lay in bed all day if I can help it. It also helps that I'm really not that into alcohol, because that, for one, is a lot of calories, and two, that can actually age you a little bit if you consume a lot of alcohol. I also don't smoke, which definitely can age people quite a bit. And I also don't do drugs, which can also age people quite a bit. Another factor is I don't sunbathe or go tanning. I am very pale white, so I wouldn't want to do that anyways, as for the most part, I don't tan. I burn, and I'd rather not be lobster red. I also had to take in consideration of cancer and stuff like that. And yeah, so I don't do any of those things that can lead to you aging quicker. And as I said, genes, they can help too. So that's usually what I tell people when they ask, how do I look so young? There's really no secret to it. But it's really funny. It's really funny when people ask how old I am, and what I always do is I have them guess, because I know they're probably not going to get it. I usually tell them, if they say, no, I don't want to guess, I don't want to offend you. And it's like, trust me, if you manage to go over, I will be surprised. But when I talk about my age with them and stuff, it's really funny. Cause they'll start off in the 20s, and then when I say, nope, go higher, you gotta go higher, and they start going up, they get to the point that they just go year by year by year. And then once they kind of get to 30 or 31, they just are like, no, there's no way. There's no way that you can be that old. And I was like, why would I lie? Why would I lie about that? So it's really funny. And it does bring up a question, that I have asked people before, and I still don't have an answer, is why would a woman who is over the age of 21 lie about being older? I would love an answer to this. So if you are listening to this podcast, please leave a comment down in the sections below and let me know, why would a woman lie about being older if they are over the age of 21? It could be a serious answer. It could be a really funny answer. I would just love one that I can use, because I'm very, very curious to this. Also, going along with this discussion, another question that actually came up when I was talking to some of my coworkers that they asked me, and it was a really weird question, was, do I dress old? I had no clue how to answer my coworker, because I don't know what dressing old looks like. I'm very confused by that. The only answer that I was able to give him was that I own and wear skinny jeans, because that's about the biggest trend, I guess, lately. I don't know. It was the only thing I could think of. So also, if you have an answer to that, of how someone dresses old, I would love to hear the answer to that, because I really don't know. So that's kind of it for my random thought today. Leave comments in the section below if you have some random thoughts that you would like me to talk about. You can also, of course, leave comments or answers to my questions as well. I would really love to hear from people about this. And I don't really have any plans with this. It's just going to kind of be random, basically. I'm not going to schedule a time where the podcast or the video will be released. I will put the podcast on SoundCloud, and I'll release the video on YouTube with this. But yeah, just give me some ideas. I might come up with some more random ideas along the way, and just keep an eye out for these videos or these podcasts. Have an awesome day, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.